August 22nd, PCT SOBO, southbound into snag country further. Jefferson is now at my back. These first miles are going to be a lesson in afterlife light. Silver trunks throw long shadows. Sun hits the ground and everything answers. Lupin and blue bands, fireweed staking its pink claim, young conifers daring the sky with a handful of needles. Wind moves through the dead wood like a choir, warming up. Every song has its own note. You can hear the difference between hollow and solid, between bark on and bare bone. And a woodpecker always tapping that beat. Beatles wrote a score in the cambium, and now someone is reading it out loud. Underfoot, it's ash and dust, and the crunch of old, glassy cones. Every so often, the trail tips to a viewpoint, and the world gets big. To the south, I catch a tooth on the skyline that looks like it chewed through weather and didn't apologize. It's a three-finger jack. Closer every hour, still far enough to keep me honest. I'll trace the west flank on tread that rides like a contour. The talus sounds like old coins under my feet. The wind, if the burn doesn't go away, will smell like stone and flaw and a little bit of snow, even when there isn't any. Somewhere in there, the map in my head clicks. I'll feel how the fire remade the neighborhood in 2003. I can see how every open acre let flowers and birds move in. I can see how the horizon got bigger than my plans. That is what this stretch does. It takes the roof off your day. So yes, there is a fire. It is east of here. Started at 5 p.m. yesterday, which is the 21st, was yesterday. 3,000 acres so far. I think it's far enough to not worry about, but my attitude toward danger and fire on this trail is I'm gonna allow myself to go through the motions as long as death is not likely, and as long as loss of limb is not likely. I will push forward and go through the motions. Of course, when I say the likelihood of death or loss of limb. That means not just for me, but for anybody else, perhaps first responders, stuff like that. So I wouldn't want to put anybody else in danger on account of me or myself, because longevity is it, baby. You know what I'm saying? God, what am I turning into? So here I am at Big Lake Youth Camp near Sisters, Oregon. So funny thing is that my phone died. I don't know what happened. I think I left the camera on, so it went from 39% to 0. Also, my Temu battery bank went from 40% to 0 in a matter of seconds for some reason, but that's Temu for you, I suppose. And maybe for good reason. This was on the day of that fire. So because of these things and the fire and not knowing and not having access to information, I went ahead and pushed myself to hike 33 miles. 3-3. So that was then. Today is the 25th of August. I've been here for a while nursing the shin splint that I got from hiking those 33 miles. Of course, I do believe that was a mistake. And I did ice my shin splint for 2 days. I rested it. I'm very lucky and very fortunate that here at Big Lake Youth Camp, they fed me generously, provided me a place to rest, place to ice my shin splint, and a place to camp. The staff here is incredible. They take care of hikers. They have a hiker hut. They have laundry. They have showers. They allowed us to collect our resupply boxes here. So I was planning on leaving today, but as you can see, it is raining. So as soon as this rain lets up, my shin splint is gone. So I'll be ready to go back on trail. Also, I know seems like I am running out of time for this hike, for me to make it to the Sierras or through the Sierras by that dreaded date, October 15th. That's kind of the safety date. But I chose to commit to this hike. So I'm going to wait on making any plans to perhaps skip ahead to make sure I can finish the Sierras, which I really don't want to do. Of course, no one does, but the reality sets in, practicality set in, and I really have to start thinking about that. I know your purists out there who have been watching, if you are watching, have been wondering this and doing your little calculations in your head. And of course, yeah, you are right in doing so. And I need to stop putting it off and have to start making these plans. So I'm at that point now where I'm contemplating it. and hopefully we'll have a plan soon. If I don't kick up my mileage, which is likely what will happen because of the shin splint, kind of taught me that. I will have to see what I'm going to do about this October 15th date. And for those of you who don't know, October 15th is the day that people say is when the risk of a snowstorm goes up significantly in the Sierras. That would make it dangerous to cross. And October 15th is when they say you should be in Kennedy Meadows south and complete with the Sierras. So that is what I'm up against right now. And I hate saying that phrase, up against, because this is to be a pilgrimage and I don't want to go against anything. I kind of want to go with the flow of things. So thank you for sitting through my rant, and hopefully this weather lets up soon so I can continue.